Hello, Transurfer, and welcome to Transurfing TV. My name is Renee Garcia, and today's video, I just kind of made this up. The priority bubble is what I'm going to call it. Or, yeah, I guess the priority bubble is the best way to describe it. I'm going to be talking about the different levels of priorities. I have a lot of people that come to me in the Transurfing community asking to help and wanting to get involved, wanting to be an instructor that don't have their own crap together. I always think that's kind of weird. It's like, well, how are you going to help other people if you don't have it together yourself? And then in my real life, in real reality, I have a number of people in my life that are like all weird about big issues like political stuff and environmental stuff and charity things and helping big groups of people they don't even know, but then their own life is just in shambles. And I'm like, wait a second, you gotta figure your own things out first before you can go on to the next level, I guess, if you want to call it that. But I'm going to break it down for y'all. Remember to like this video and comment below. My world is taking care of me. If you'd like to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers and Reality 2.0 Teachable down below. Check it out, y'all. So in the center here, I have a person. This could be you. This is me. This is kind of how I see my priorities and how I can extend myself to others once certain things are in fact taken care of. Again, a lot of people have come to me asking if they can get involved, and I'm like, dude, you gotta be solid in this one first, at the very least. So in the first level, or the first bubble rather, is yourself. And this is, oh my God, I spelled love wrong. I missed the E. How funny. So this is you being completely self-cared for and self-loved, because if you don't have those things really taken care of, other parts of your reality are going to suffer. Primarily with relationships and with your finances. This is what I've noticed for myself, at least. So in order for me to really extend my energy further in creating the reality that I desire with my finances, my education, me learning whatever it is I want to learn, my immediate family and my house, I've got to really make certain that my self-care and my self-love is at maximum capacity. If it's not, and if I feel like I'm not self-caring enough, or I'm not in the most optimal headspace in regards to my quality of thinking, I retract, right? I don't do business. I don't try to learn something new. I don't try to really, take care of all the things external of me until this is taken care of. So I'll retract, I'll go inward, and I'll start my self-care and my self-love stuff that I do. This is a lot of what my Becoming Magnetic course is about, is really making certain that this is all correct to then extend beyond that. So once my self-care, self-love cup is full, and my house is taken care of, and I'm learning new things, and my finances are good, my business is going good, my immediate family, right now this is my boyfriend, this is my sister. So then when this is taken care of, then I can extend beyond that to new relationships, friends, other people, my dog, right? Humans come before pets. Now, I know this sounds like, well, what are you not going to take care of your pet? Well, I'm just going to make sure that I'm not taking care of my pet, but not taking care of my boyfriend, right? This is really just prioritizing, and the dog still gets taken care of, but obviously these things need to be satisfied before doggy goes out to play or something like that, right? Extra stuff. Obviously, the feeding is a given and the regular care. I've encountered a number of people that have lots and lots and lots of pets, but then they don't do any of this. And I'm like, oh my God, can you not see the imbalance here? Or really taking care of others, but then this sucks. or taking care of friends, having codependent relationships with friends, but then their finances are all in shambles, or they don't have a stable housing situation, and this sucks. And I'm like, well, wait a second here. You can't do this stuff without this stuff, right? It just doesn't work like that. Even beyond that, community, organizations, special groups, pendulums. This is what I'm talking about with people coming to me and saying, hey, Renee, I'd love to be a transurfing instructor. Well, you have 100 cats, you say your finances are in shambles, and I can tell that you're in need of some self-care. So how are you going to help other people when all of these things are taking your energy? And really, this is what it boils down to, is these are all pendulums, right? These are all pendulums, this entire thing. And in order for you to get involved with other bigger pendulums that are going to serve you, what I would suggest, what has worked for me, is that I approach my bubble, the bubble that I live in, with the different layers, that they go, outward in this fashion, and I don't jump over the priorities to get to some priority that I think is going to make a difference in my layer of reality, but then obviously this stuff is still suffering, and yeah, it needs to be a little bit more structured than that. The real reason that I'm talking about this right now is because of these outer ones here. People you don't know, environment stuff, political stuff, charity stuff. I know there's a lot going on in our external reality right now, in our society, especially in the US, where there's a lot of guilt being put on people to feel bad for special interest groups, or to get involved in special interest groups, to be overly involved in politics, to overly care about people you don't know, right? A lot of guilt towards, the environment, global warming. And I understand, and I'm not trying to debate if global warming is an issue or not, or climate change, or whatever you want to say. I don't really care, because believe it or not, my pendulums are managed, but I'm still taking care of these things. So I actually don't have enough right now to extend beyond. Special groups is obviously my transurfing community. My community, this is my real community outside of my house. The pendulums that I'm involved with, just outside of friends and relationships, I don't have much beyond that. So I'm not going to get overly concerned about big issues, about really large, especially people I don't know, right? Feeling guilt for people or groups that I don't know, when I am trying to focus on these things still. So again, I'm seeing a lot of people even come out of this not full and going directly to this. This is people being overly concerned with the political climate, the social climate, and all of these other areas of their life are suffering, right? I've seen some people, I'm not going to name any names, but I've seen some people in the community complaining about political stuff, and I know their finances are in shambles, or they're really lonely and they want to get a romantic relationship going. Well, how are you going to have the energy when you're giving it to these big, huge pendulum structures that are going to ask a lot of you and not be concerned with any of this stuff for you? So this was kind of how my bubble is oriented. Again, these are my issues spreading out in different, in different levels of priority. So what I would suggest is, if you're struggling with any area of your life right now, or you feel an imbalance, or you feel like you are lacking energy to create your own reality, draw one of these, right? Draw one of these, put yourself at the center, obviously this is going to be the same for you, self-love and self-care, but maybe these are a little different, maybe these are a little different, maybe these are a little different. But really write yours out and figure out, this is a good way for you to see where the imbalance is occurring. So again, if you're watching the news, but then your finances are in shambles, or your poor dog needs to go for a walk and he's overweight, it's time to start shifting it around, right? Start prioritizing better. I know it's like so simple, it's stupid, but sometimes we get so sucked into this crap that we don't realize exactly what's going on, and then these parts start to suffer. So let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know which one has got you maybe sucked in, that's causing you to overlook something a little more pertinent. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this one, everybody. Thank you for watching my video, and remember to like it, comment below, my world is taking care of me, and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.